Hey everybody, welcome back to our series on finding your perfect offshore development team. This is part 3. We're going to talk about creating your target vendor profile. The goal of this is to go from people who say, I'm just looking for somebody to build my app. I need a bunch of developers. I just need some guys that'll build it. That's what people start with. But at the end of this process, hopefully you're going to be able to say, I'm looking for a development shop that's like this and they have these characteristics, massively narrowing your hunt and increasing your chance of success. So we're going to go through some examples of what kinds of things we look for in the client profile, just to give you some ideas, and then what types of vendors would go with them, so you can get an idea of what kind of vendor would fit you. Here's the first example statement. My project budget is $100,000. I have some experience in outsourcing, and I do have internal software professionals on my team that can help manage the project on our side. So your profile is you have management, which is a big winner. So now you can go for some of the mid-level clients. You might even be able to try an ODC. So you want to be writing up a profile, a vendor profile, for a medium-sized company that has the technical skills you need, and will give you developers at a great rate without wrapping them with a whole bunch of management, because you don't need that. It's not going to help you. You also want to put in a little bit about your process and culture and how you do business. If you have managers internally, how do they manage it? What kind of tools do they use? What's their process? What's their culture and personality? This way you can look for a vendor that matches your culture and personality. Here's another statement. We are an internet company who would like to find a great offshore partner so that we can resell their services. We have ongoing work and strong technical management skills. Again, the thing that always sticks out is that this client has great technical management skills. So you are another candidate for the ODC. If you can manage something yourself, then you don't have to pay a huge premium for managed services, unless you don't have time to do it. So when you write your target vendor profile, think about whether you're looking for a vendor who will reduce their cost and give you unmanaged developers so you can manage them, or will give you really good project managers at a higher price. You also said that you have steady work. That's really good, so you can write the vendor profile, say someone who's interested in dealing with steady reseller work. That's a special kind of work. Some vendors like it and some don't. Here's another one. My project budget is $15,000 to $50,000. We're a small business that is not internet related. So we have minimal experience with software development. We have no software developers, no managers on staff. We don't know what we're doing. We just know that we need this stuff done, but we're going to need strong project management. So again, management is the critical, pivotal piece. So you are looking for a vendor who can provide really good management. You need a dedicated project manager or someone who's going to really sink in. You want to talk to them first. Be great if they're fluent in English or have been to the States or from the States, something like that. You really want to be focusing on the management. Can they walk you through the whole process? There's lots of companies that can, but not all of them want to. If you put that in your profile, it'll help you narrow down your selection. Here's one more. My project budget is $15,000. We're an internet startup. We've got tons of experience. We know exactly what we want. We know how to manage it. We know everything. We can write the requirements. We can do the whole thing. We've done it before. We just need developers. You guys have lots of management. You know what you're doing. The problem is that you're a little bit priced out of the ODC model. So if you're spending a little more money, you can hire on developers who are self-managed, or you're going to manage them. For $15,000, that's not going to happen. So you want to look for a company that will entertain this idea. Maybe they'll go hourly rate and just charge you for the developers and charge you for the project managers as needed. Because you can make that deal with them. You can say, look, it's okay if you want to have project managers, but charge me by the hour because I plan to not use your project managers and I'll keep the developers busy and happy. If you can make good on that, you can save a ton of money. A lot of these small companies go with freelancers, and that can work really well. If you in fact know what you're doing, you can find a good freelancer. It's not that easy, it's a little bit risky, but it's very successful and you can save a ton of money. You're going to use the same process though. You're going to write about your skills, how you work, what are your processes? Are you a cowboy startup, or are you really organized? Are you using Trello, using Pivotal, or using email? What are you doing? What's the type of startup? Is it Android or Java? And write all that stuff down and go out and find somebody that fits you perfectly. So these are just a few examples of some profiles. The idea is to give you some examples of what kinds of clients or what types of vendors and clients exist so that you can write a perfect target vendor profile. Write as much as you can. Write exactly what your dream vendor would be. Write about the region. Do you prefer to work with people in Asia than Eastern Europe? A lot of people do, and the reverse. Write it down. Do you want to work with people that understand the healthcare market? Maybe you're in retail. Maybe you're in cosmetics, streaming video, whatever. Write it all down. Do you know what stack you're going to use? Are you a Python shop? Are you a .NET shop? Definitely put that down. Do you have preferences with things like time zone? Do you want to have morning meetings? Do you love Skype? Do you want to somebody who can fly into the States on site from time to time? Write down the budget, what you think that you're going to be able to pay, and anything else you can think of. When you're done, you want to be able to read it and have it sound very, very specific. The idea is once you have it down, it's going to be very easy to find those vendors, especially if you bring it to us and say, here is what we want, then we don't have to go through thousands of vendors for you. We'll narrow it right down to a group of vendors and do an introduction. So this is going to work no matter what kind of a client you are and what kind of vendor you're looking for. You're going to save a lot of time. In the next section, we're going to talk about the big question, how much to pay. So we'll see you back here.